Sports is what we live and breathe. For us, it's more than a game. It's a reality where a group of letters can mean everything. Where runes are collected and Aegis can only be won in battle. Where centaurs can give you a ride. Where the true heroes are those in front of the screen. GG Bet. This is real.
Seems like this series could be the tale of two different offlaners. We had game one, it was the Doom that KBU had so much faith in against the Enigma. Well, Wildcard going into game two, apparently they're going to run it back. They're going to pick up the Enigma again for Divine Llama, overall first pick. And KBU, well, they're going to get a different response this time. We'll see if it fares any better against this very scary hero. Avery, you're already feeling a little bit skeptical.
I don't know, man. This is like Faceless Void on response versus what looks like the weakest opener Void of the whole day. That's how I feel. Like, this hero destroys Clockwork, he destroys Batrider. You're getting it on response, you get triple ban here. Did this opener answer Enigma better than the last one? I mean, I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, Clock's like okay, but the lane's pretty bad, so you don't want to put in there. Batrider can be good. At the same time, he's not. It's like the Doom matchup, right? Okay, you kind of have this black hole cancel, but at the same time, like we saw last game, it doesn't always go your way, and you kind of have a bigger threat already on the board in Faceless Void. I feel like Wildcard for sure won this opener. There's just so much pressure coming out from the two boys in purple over here.
God damn. Avery
That's how I feel.
eviscerating the KBU draft more than that Ursa did in game one.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling it like how it is, you know. People say, "Oh, the analyst shouldn't be biased; should just tell his honest opinion." That's how I feel. I feel like they are already on the back foot here. I mean, based on how we're seeing this qualifier progress and this meta, right? From a theoretical perspective, maybe Bat can run this game over. But from what I've seen this qualifier, how teams are playing, how the games are progressing, the pace, the tempo, the Roshan, the team fighting, I would not want to have Bat Clock versus Enigma Void. I'll tell you that much.
Well, we'll see if this Rubik is going to make another answer to the Enigma. See if it does well enough. I mean, I have a tendency to agree with you. I saw a Clock Batrider and I was like, okay, I guess that kind of answers Enigma, but it didn't feel like a strong opener. Meanwhile, this Faceless Void that has been, I mean, we just saw in the upper bracket finals. You saw the quote-unquote two best teams in the NA qualifiers. You know, the outcome was Nouns second picking this hero twice and winning twice with it. You know, it's hard to go wrong with that. And now they've got the Chen as well. And another thing that Nouns showed was very, very strong.
100%. And this Chen can also win the bat lane. We saw that matchup a lot at Malaysia, some of the other recent qualifiers. You get the purge creeps, you get the mana burn creeps, you can actually just win the lane straight up, plus you have void for dilation. So you're eliminating this offlane bat flex potential. Like maybe you're saying, all right, after they pick void, we don't want to commit bat to the mid farm priority. Well, you don't really have the offlane option here too much either. So kind of puts bat in a worse position as well. Shores up the scale for sure now. I mean, I don't know if you're beating this lineup late game ever. I don't even know what beats it. Maybe you just play some crazy vision game with like Night Stalker or something, but outside of that, again, like what is challenging Faceless Void in the scale department? I haven't seen anything today. It doesn't seem like anything's close.
Yeah.
And these games are going late. Like all of these games are very slow. They're going 30, 40 minutes plus. There's multiple Roshans. Those are the types of metas where Faceless Void thrives. So I'm pretty unsurprised to see him go up in priority this fast. Throw some extra stuns on top with the Tuskar. Fortify the Enigma lane. I don't know. I'm liking what Wildcard have here. I think you need some crazy... Speak of the devil, man. Speak of the devil. And Balinar shall appear.
Yeah, it's outside of Doom himself. That's probably one of the closest things you could get to the devil right there. The Night Devil, Night Stalker is going to be picked up. I mean, that is an answer to Enigma early on. That is an answer to Faceless Void. Is that the kind of game-changing pick you needed to see from KBU?
Yeah. That's why I was bringing it up, because this is one of the few heroes in the game that makes it hard for these heroes to get their team fight spells off, and at the same time, he can pressure them on the map at a lot of points. He just runs in, he's super obnoxious. He can eat the Chen creeps as well, that's a plus, but like you have to commit the big lockdown for this hero or he out-man fights you. So at least you're getting some form of, what are you going to do about this? Which I like, right? Plus, you have the bat synergy, so that's got to count for something.
Radiant team ban.
What's the bat synergy? Oh my god!
I got you with that one, huh?
I really was trying to think about that. I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Like double, like a vision hero plus the lasso?
No, you got the thematic bonus, man.
Yes, the if anybody missed it, if it flew up over your head like it flew over mine, they're both bats.
The big question is, what kind of mount is Ionali going to use, though, right? Because
true.
it's
You
not
better
always
not
a
be
bat
using
these
that.
days.
Yeah, what is it? The Stingray one or whatever. Better not be.
I mean,
using
if he's
that
using the Stingray, I'm gonna GG for him, man. That sounds like an auto lose. So we'll see what type of mount he wants to go for. But I like the nice.
Dude, if he goes the mechanical one, he's got a synergy with Clockwork too.
The trifecta. It's coming together.
All right, wild card. Their last pickup. We need a mid laner here. Kunkka and Lina were the choices of bans from KBU. Any other heroes that really take advantage of? I mean, they're just big team fight from Faceless Void and Enigma. Sure, you want something scrappier and smaller and throws damage around. That's going to be Zeus. He's the smallest of them all.
So we finally see the Zeus Faceless Void combo that we've been talking about all day.
Yeah.
Is this the game for it? This does not strike me as a Zeus game, man. I don't know. I would not want to play Zeus here. It's like all of KBU's lineup is just, we're going to jump you. Night Stalker, Bat Rider, Clockwork, a huge amount of vision, huge amount of backline jump, very high burst damage on the kill, not a lot to save him. Like even if you hand a god him, whatever, it does force you to jump him instead of maybe the other heroes, which sets up for Black Hole, sets up for Chrono, but that's kind of already KBU's game plan anyway. Not a huge fan of this pick. I think he wanted more stopping power. And what the hell, man? A throwback. Don't you remember I mentioned this hero earlier as like a
nobody plays
joke?
that hero against Enigma. Yeah.
It's like nobody plays Gyrocopter anymore. Well, I guess Realm plays it. I mean, you do kill Eidolons, I think. I don't know anymore. I assume you still do. We haven't seen it in a while, but
yeah.
It's an interesting pick.
Don't mind me. I'm just searching Gyrocopter in my Dota 2 patch page. Let's see. He got a buff on Rocket Barrage where it does 2 more damage per rocket, level 4. The mana cost went down. Some talent changes, but I don't see anything.
He didn't get anything. I'll tell you that much. He did not get much. So
he didn't get enough. That's for sure.
I mean, in an ultra late game scenario, it is one of these heroes where if you get to like Ag Satanic, you can kind of just tank the spells and maybe live, but they have no save for him. They have no damage amp. Generally, the things you want with this Gyrocopter hero, you want like the Alacrity or the IO Tether or, something to buff him up. You just throw into the wolves here.
Well, it is another hero that is using a mechanical mount of sorts, a vehicle.
That's true.
And
that is
the
true.
Bat Rider did go for the mechanical bat. So we've got the triple machine synergy and the bat synergy at the same time. I mean, thematically, KBU is on point.
Yeah, we'll give him that point for sure. But it's going to me, this is all about sunlight on the darkness hero Night Stalker. Like, he is the biggest threat to this wildcard lineup in this game. Just running in, setting the fight up for his team, destroying one of these cores right off the bat with a good silence BKB, and just snowballing off of that. His game has to go well. I don't see this Gyro just carrying the game on his own, and I think Bat Rider eventually has a tough time playing into Zeus Faceless Void. Like, it's just, unless maybe he can just snowball the lane super hard with like a Clock Roam, but outside of that, I think it's a game you have to just kind of play into the fight and hope your Night Stalker is strong enough.
Well, you talked about at the end of game 1 how KBU does have some maybe not necessarily the most well-known names, but definitely some veterans of the scene. in Sunlight as well as Annihilate, who have been around for quite some time. And you saw a little bit of that interaction between Sam. I'm not sure exactly what this inside joke is, but he said, "Good luck, have fun, Oil Spirit Danny." I'm not sure if this is something they talked about. Or they'll like, I Annihilate once an Oil Spirit hero, or is the next hero, or I don't know what that reference is, but apparently he found it funny.
I don't know, man. I've been in NA for 8 years. I don't even know what that means, so... Maybe Danny doesn't know what it means.
Well, he did respond with a smiley, so you must have thought it was funny to some degree.
It's better than calling him a clown, I guess.
Yeah, that is true, Sam. It's one of the nicer things Sam has called somebody in this last year. So
yeah, that might even be a compliment coming from Sammy Boy. Oil Spirit, the 5th Spirit brother, I guess.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what happens with this mid matchup that we're currently looking at. The Bat Rider versus the Zeus, which with the Heavenly Jump, I could see how this matchup is a lot different than it used to be. I mean, if you're going to spam out, go the Arc Lightning 402 build, you're going to push the lane into the Bat Rider, and you have an escape mechanism against him.
It's definitely way better than it was back in the day. I mean, you can bait the dive with the stick and the jump. It gets pretty annoying. The like random slow that comes off it and secure you the kill instead of the other way around. And of course, you can just spam out spells and get the stick charges like you were saying. Already, there it is.
The first blood alone outplays him. I Annihilate thought he had enough for a sneaky, cheeky little flame break kill. But Alone says, nah, son, you gave me so many stick charges. He lived through it.
Man, Alone's been owning this tournament, honestly. It's not easy to just come in as a random stand-in for a team and play like some of the random heroes who's been playing. I mean, I'm sure they're heroes he's super comfortable and confident on, but I'm saying, you know, what's his hero pool been? Shadow Fiend, Invoker, Zeus. It's like very spellcast heavy heroes you have to execute well, and he's definitely shown up. Props to him. Watching these flaks go.
Oh yeah, how is that that matchup going? Is he getting Eidolon kills or no?
I mean, I think you need level like 3 and 5 to get multiple points in it, because you don't kill the level 1 ones completely.
Right. And the HP, I know Demonic Conversion, the Eidolons do not scale very well when it comes to HP.
Nope.
Which is why heroes like Pango and maybe the Gyrocopter, they kill more and more Eidolons as the lane goes on.
Yes, so in theory, this lane gets a bit better for him. I mean, the other thing about Gyros, traditionally, he's a big stack-oriented carry. It's like in the Luna Medusa category. Sure, the lane is nice if it goes well, but he really wants to eventually go to the triangle and have some big, juicy present waiting for him. The problem is, has there been like any stacking in this meta? Not really.
Yeah, we were doing the predictions. We were talking about just that fact, that like nobody really stacked at all. And it hasn't been a big focus like it has been in metas past. I mean, just 2 patches ago, it was a huge deal. Oh, nice shards. Clockwork, he didn't go Cogs. He went Rocket Flare to help try and deal with the Eidolons, so he doesn't have that protective measure. Does live, though.
So far, this lane it's going okay for them. Gyro's free farming. He is losing the level advantage, but it's Enigma. What can you do? Yeah. And he hasn't had to spend anything on regen, so he's not getting pressured. That's the important part for this hero. Just want to get to the level 3 and 5 with some stats. Start getting the flax out. If you ever kill full Eidolons, you're super happy. And Alone is still destroying mid. He's opened up 1,000 net worth lead in 3 minutes.
Wow.
Some of that's first blood, but goddamn, he is actually just taking it straight to Annihilate here.
You can see how value the wand is in this matchup, or the stick has been upgraded to the wand super early.
He's cruising. All right, he's gonna get flame broke. 6 stacks.
Yeah, he went for second level of flame break, so he's doubles the burn duration time, which means if you do get those higher levels of sticky napalm on somebody, the flame break is going to do a lot of damage.
And Warden doing a little roam through to try and get both water runes here.
Yeah, but he may just be dying here. Alone's going to chase after him. Oh, he doesn't have the mana. He's going to get the water rune too. He's got the stick charges. He just now gets the mana, and that's enough. Ooh, I think I Annihilate. Did he feed him a third stick charge? Oh, no.
As I was saying, very unfortunate. He'll have to walk the base, though. Maybe that rune deny is worth it in the end, but still, this is a super good start for the Zeus, man. He's already level 5.5. way ahead in the net worth. Even if he has to walk the base, who cares? It's pretty sad for your Rubik. Pretty sad for Night Stalker, who loses his lane partner. Which, again, Sunlight has to have a very good game this game, in my opinion. He's off to an okay start. He's getting there. It's going to be a big question of the first nighttime. Can they use it for anything? Traditionally, you can sometimes pressure Void with this 5 to 10. It's not impossible. Especially if he gets chipped, which he's getting chipped a little.
Yeah.
So nighttime hits. He's Morbin time.
Please, no.
That one's not for you or what?
You know I hate that meme.
I didn't know you hated it.
I do. It's a forced meme. Don't like it.
Okay, I definitely won't say it every time he pops ult this game. Don't worry.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. 0-2. Only 2 kills on the board for Wildcard, and seems like once again they're winning all their lanes. It's only the Gyrocopter who's really keeping pace. Everybody else kind of losing out here, and it's going to get worse if this Clockwork dies. Throws out the cogs, but oh, he's just kind of stuck in here. The snowball afterwards, and there's the Zeus ultimate to be able to finish him off. They did clean up some Eidolons, but Realm's got to be careful. The Zeus, he was on his way.
Another kill for Alone. 3-0. Having a fantastic game here. The support's bleeding to this God of Thunder.
And it seems like the Night Stalker, he took a little bit of a whopping here from the Chen and Thunder God's Wrath being used. Despite it being nighttime, he's not able to pressure this Faceless Void at all.
No, this is a big miss for them. I mean, maybe you don't kill him, but at least hit him a little, threaten him, push the lane, and hit his tower if he leaves. This is kind of the general thing you want to have happen. At least a little bit. This is kind of just the back foot. Like, you're getting smacked around. I worry for KBU. Again, you're just fighting into a lineup that is so happy to go to these late game team fights.
Ooh, Dalai Lama may be caught in here. They can cog him, keep him in place.
Locked in.
Pushed away, and that's enough. Not only that, but they got at least one Eidolon kill off of that as well.
Yeah, a lot of gold for Gyro out of that.
Yeah.
Got like 500 or something out of the total exchange. So this matchup, still good. A blast from the past with the old man in the flying cart.
It does seem like he needs the 3rd level of flat cannon, if I was watching it correctly.
Yeah, this is when it gets really good. 5 attacks, super nice. What does this hero even have for talents? Like, I don't even remember. He
still
has
got a
the
new
2
talent,
flak.
which is the plus 40 flat cannon damage at 20. That's a new one.
Huh. Sounds pretty good. It's at 20, but...
Look at that. The vision given by the flare allows them to be able to finish up the whole Eidolon stack. Nicely played. That was what Dalai Lama was trying to abuse earlier, was trying to keep the Eidolons out of vision whenever flat cannon would pop.
That's a nice little lane synergy.
Yeah, very clever.
And they are getting the ancient stack. So this is super important that they did this. This is the exact type of game flow that this Gyrocopter wants to have after what's turned into a pretty decent laning phase. Not amazing, but, you know, I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10.
They're going to go on. I mean, they've got level 6. He dropped his ultimate, dropped some flat cannon shots where he can, but it's not going to stop this black hole. And with Alone here, they're certainly going to be able to pick up the kill. He does do a lot of damage on his way out with Gyrocopter. Oh, what a hit! Warden actually picks up Dalai Lama, throws him inside of the cogs. And Annihilate comes in to collect at least one of those bounties.
Big gyro kill, bigger turnaround. I mean, who benefited from that? I guess Annihilate did the most. It's going to recuperate his game a lot. At the cost of his Gyrocopter, not what you want to see. You really don't want to have this hero die in the laning phase. He's super level dependent. But he will TP mid. And quick smoke. It is nighttime. He has the ult up. Dare I say it?
It's coming.
It's Morbin time, Cap.
Alone, he is going to be caught here. They don't have the silence to stop him from casting spells, so he'll do some damage on his way out, but MMR Tourist will play the sky, play the trees, and won't be caught by any of these rotations. Eve shows up, but couldn't get a Chronosphere in. Meanwhile, bottom lane going for the dive. Annihilate, he's got the lasso. Doesn't need it, though. As Night Stalker's gonna cut across and claim the last hit, takes away the double kill from an Annihilate.
Solid use of a Dark Ascension. 2 core kills on 2 separate lanes. Force a Faceless Void teleport as well. Freeze up top for this Gyro who just gets to clean up a double wave. Decent sequence. Again, you're still a little bit far behind just of how good a start the Zeus had, but getting that kill helps you and push in the right direction. That was a streak as well, so 500 gold for the Night Stalker. Definitely making up for the rough laning phase he had.
Yeah.
Well, double damage in the river. I was curious if maybe you give that to Gyro so he can do the stacks, because he's gonna try here.
I was thinking that too. I was just thinking like a double damage isn't anything to a Bat Rider. So if you just drop the bottle, Realm picks it up, takes the double damage. I mean, it would just speed up his economy so much.
Oh, it's huge for him here, because it's gonna take 4 flaks or so.
Yeah.
Double damage, if you cut it to 2, it's way better. But either way, he's still happy to have this, and this is where the Gyrocopter Max Flak shines. Just pushing him towards the Ags build, slowly but surely. It's very slow, and very sure, I guess.
But if he gets it fast enough, if he gets that Axe, he gets that Satanic, he can stand in Chronosphere and Black Hole and these sort of things and survive, you think, right?
Sure. I want to say yes, but my heart tells me no.
Is that hesitation because there's too much damage on Wildcard, or because you're not sure Gyro's a good enough hero? Annihilate's gonna be caught here. Oh, he's trying to run. Alone needs vision for one last Arc Lightning. Now the Clockwork's gonna be here soon. He's gonna try and catch somebody. He's got the hook shot. He wants Alone. He wants him real bad, but there's gonna be a jump away, but he's holding on to the hook shot. He doesn't get the leap out. He was stationary at the time, and now they're going to be able to hit the hook shot, but the Chen heals come out, and that is actually enough. They're going to turn the fight. They're going to catch the Rubik and Snowball onto the Clockwork. They try and get both at the same time. They're going to get the Clockwork and not the Rubik.
Very close. Bat Rider's actually coming back, and
yeah.
I'm not going to say it this time because your brain thought about it. Dark Ascension popped.
Oh no, he voided too early. He wasn't close enough for the lasso on the Bat Rider, so that Bat synergy not working out.
Wasted NS ult.
Yeah.
That feels real bad. I guess the one upside is your Gyro had time to slowly clear through that whole triangle, or at least most of it. Didn't finish the Ancients. That Zeus ult actually almost killed him while he was trying to do the stack.
Oh, really?
Which would have been gigantic, but it'll slow him down a little bit. Still, he did push ahead in the net worth ladder, as Max Flak Gyro should do. And he's going to go finish up some Ancients. The reason I think this Ag Satanic Gyro won't live is just... one, there's too much damage, but also, I think in the very late game, the random refresher shards and the new refresher-based meta just makes it hard, because it's not that you have to live through one of these. It's like you have to live through 2.
Yeah.
And I just don't see you doing that. Like, you know, unless you're killing them in the same time, but Divine Rapier isn't as good as it used to be. The raw damage output during one black hole, I don't know if I necessarily believe in it. Nice pick off on Enigma down here. So Bad is starting to play the map, get something going. I don't know, I just don't see Gyro living through like double black hole or double chrono. That seems too much for me.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Try and poke at Mr. Sunlight here, MMR Taurus. You could already see he is queued up the shard, which is a nice idea against Chen, who is currently dying to the Bat Rider. So Annihilate is just kind of, he's terrorizing this area.
This is where the Bat will shine in this game. There's not a lot of direct answers to him in the skirmish areas or in this early part of the mid game. It's pretty much just the time dilation or the big ults. And Void doesn't want to come protect this Chen from a Bat. So Annihilate should have some pretty free reign here for the next, 5-10 minutes. It's also going to hit nighttime in 1. So this is a big next 5 minutes here for KBU. You need to get a lot done.
Hookshot used, hit the creeps, and now the Chronosphere onto the Bat Rider. Might be able to get the kill. They have the Snowball afterwards and the Zeus ultimate, so they certainly have the damage. And now the Clockwork's going to get himself killed as well. so desperate to try and help this Bat Rider, who had a really nice streak going on, instead just feeds away another life to Wildcard Gaming.
Yeah, that's not the momentum you're looking for here. And I think this is a painting we've seen all day. Faceless Void coming in and getting cleanup kills tends to bode well for him. He did not go the Midas build, which is kind of interesting. Instead going the traditional Mom into Maelstrom. Probably about the same farm rate, but you maybe end up with slightly less levels. I don't know how the exact math works. Either way, he's still very farmed and very happy. And I feel like we've yet to see the big, like, Bat Night Stalker combination around an objective to try and accelerate this game. We'll find Zeus. Just walks into him.
Great kill. I mean, it's the highest net worth hero. He's still trying to jump away, but he's not going to be able to outrun these two. They will fly over the trees, no problem. Alex, he's going to be slowed down. Sticky napalmed. All he can do is turn and fight. That's the best he can hope for, but he should eventually die. Maybe neutrals? Nah. Too much damage from the Bat Rider, and they get the kill bottom. All right, KBU picking up a little bit of steam on this second nighttime.
Yep, this is the time to do it. This 5 minutes super vital to the game plan. Got to snowball the map. Got to find the core pickoffs. Got to get your Dark Ascension and your Lasso to work so you can maximize those cooldowns during this nighttime period. Very good start to it. Should clear up this top tower as well. And remember, no chrono during this time, so an extra window on top of everything else.
Clockwork in some trouble, but it's just two supports. They don't really have the damage between the two of them to get this kill quickly. Might get it eventually, but there is going to be some response. Alone and Divine Llama both show up in mid lane.
A little sad you give that to Zeus, and as well as a regen rune. Alone is rushing Ags too on top of this Kaya. Pretty interesting, opting not to go for the shard. Just wants the Nimbus as fast as possible. I guess it's extra damage in the Chrono and the Black Hole, as well as just a shard block off. Very good synergy with this team.
Yeah, yeah.
Radiant's middle tower.
I feel like with all these chase heroes, it's nice too, right? Like, just throw down the Nimbus and just sit in that area. They're going to use the Black Hole to catch this Night Stalker. Killing Night Stalker during nighttime is pretty value. Though he did just buy a Blink Dagger, so probably didn't lose too much out of that. Hook shot to be able to catch the Chen. I should be more specific about that. Chen, the player, aka Soaring Dragon Rising Phoenix of the Sun, also known as Yellow Player in this game, catches the hero Chen.
I mean, you can just say Chen Man. We all know who you mean.
Do we though? Do we?
Yeah, you know, Chen killed Sammy Boy. It's easy.
There you go. Hey, he stole Eidolons on board, and that's a nice pickup.
Yeah. Put him to work on mid tower.
Oh, this is a big team fight coming up right here. Night Stalker's already at a half health. This is kind of awkward. They're gonna have to
zoning ult.
Reset.
And they want to use this Ags Gyro during nighttime with no Black Hole. This is just an awkward push, though.
Yeah, they're burning through a lot of resources. Gyrocopter's low on health and mana. The Night Stalker isn't full.
I don't think you want to just run at this tower. This is the type of area where you want to smoke and wrap around. You have great heroes to do it between Night Stalker, Bat. The Clock can get vision and like hook in through the river. And then Gyro comes in and cleans up on top. Just face planning into this. It's like way too forced. Now you just wasted a bunch of your nighttime. Chrono back up. Wildcard looking to make the most of it. Triangle smoke heading for Gyro, who's really low.
Oh,
Chen
but
will
if
break
Clockwork breaks this, really nicely done. Gets in front of the smoke, gets a good cogs out. Probably still die, but much better than the Gyrocopter getting caught. Alone will selfishly take the last hit.
Like a good Zeus should.
True. And immediately MMR Torres comes over because this kind of move usually sets up for a Roshan. But just getting a 5 position wasn't enough in Wildcard's opinion. Maybe get the Rubik as well, but Annihilate's here, but so are the Centaurs. They immediately stun the Bat Rider, get a Malphus afterwards, and now Annihilate's taking so much damage, he showed up 100% HP. Maybe the Night Stalker can do it though. Gets on top. This is the Blink Dagger reveal that finally goes to work to killing the Zeus. A big pickup.
Absolutely. You have to find something during this period.
He's going to keep looking for more. At least he's got the Dark Ascension. There's no reason not to just, you know, keep some vision, maybe eat some of Chen's disciples.
Yoink a little Ursa, why not? I mean, KBU they're getting some decent network during this time. Like, they're running Wildcard around. Getting the big core Zeus kill is absolutely huge. Third death for him. Very nice. Now they're looking bottom. Faceless Void.
Ooh, this is a big pickup. Slowing down his trajectory to that BKB. Just grab him and let MMR Tourist go to work in the river. Grabbed Alex. Alone's gonna TP in though. Clockwork, you're all by yourself, son. Hook shot to the neutrals. He gets away. Nice play.
Saving Private Clockwork.
Oh, and now Zeus? No, they don't have lasso. I don't think they could do this. This is pushing it a little bit too much, but maybe it's Alex who's going a step too far. BKB activated by Annihilate, but he can't really punish the Tusk, not without running into the squad of Wildcard. They're all grouped up.
Yeah, the Zoo is here. Gyro ult to clean it up. This is where Gyro shines. Not a lot of carries would be joining this fight and pushing the Centaur army back. And he is top of the network. Did go this fast farm build of, you know, Crystallis, Aghanim Scepter.
And
they're going to accelerate.
They're slowly changing the economy of this game to their favor. For the first time in a while, the net worth is actually in their favor. But is correct to say that they kind of should be ahead at some point in time, right?
Yeah, I think you want to be ahead with Night Stalker versus Faceless Void if you can help it. And this Roshan is not going to help that. And there's basically no chance to contest it here. That said, this lineup is not as Rosh-centered early on as the last one. Last game we had Ursa taking early Roshans and abusing Aegis versus Doom. This game, the Aegis isn't as good. It's like okay, but okay, son.
He tried to go for the big plays, but Sam was already in place with the Chen creeps. He was blocking it out.
Yeah, that was not even close, but you got to go for what you got to go for. I respect doing it in an elimination game for TI. But that'll mean Aegis to the Faceless Void, which is decent for him. Presents an annoying problem for lassoing him or trying to burst him with Night Stalker, but I still don't think it should stop you from taking the fights you want to take with like your good BKB timings or if Gyro feels strong. I guess triple BKB is what KBU is trying to work towards here. There are decent ways away from it. Gyro defending top.
Once again, just trying to farm up some Eidolons. He has 50 CS over anybody else in the game. That's all from all thanks to Eidolons. So they do defend that tier 2, and they take the bottom tier 1 on the side of KBU, which is not bad work for a lineup that is playing during daytime right now. They're only really going to be... The next point of strength is going to be in 2.5 minutes. Chronosphere. During a BKB of the Bat Rider, is he strong enough to live? He needs to be able to lasso to stop this. Walrus Punch, though, catches him off guard. And now this Night Stalker has jumped in for nothing, perhaps, as Chen, well, he followed in his Night Stalker, but now he's just playing stock. Realm is going to be showing up here, but it's really hard to fight into this. It's not just a 3 versus 5. They still have the Aegis as well on the Faceless Void, and an Enigma that is still waiting in the wings.
It's just so hard to fight into this group up, man.
Yeah. Like
the Chen sustain is enough to keep these heroes alive through the initial duration. Gyro does not want to commit yet. Gyro needs BKB. He needs probably another item after that. It's gonna be tough, man. These fights are just hard. I mean, we've seen it all day. These aura-based scale lineups posed a huge problem for these NA teams. I mean, look at this army. What the hell is this, man? It's every unit under the sun.
I mean, if they didn't have the Gyrocopter answer, I feel like this rally plus Eidolons would just overwhelm them.
Yeah. And the Gyro, he's looked okay this game.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I mean, we haven't seen him really commit to what he wants to do in terms of the team fights, but I'm not sure how much of that is on like him, you know, and just the relative strength of the other heroes. He is getting farmed, he is getting levels. He got the level 15, which gives him the extra flax, which is super big for this hero. Level 20 is like the next big talent, and of course BKB, he's still trying to get the BKB I want to say Daedalus. I don't even know if you can afford to go Satanic. I think you need real damage in this game.
Chronosphere not up for another 35 seconds, but Aegis for another 2 minutes. So KBU, I'm gonna have to make a decision. They're gonna just wait out this Aegis entirely, which does also mean waiting out some of this nighttime that's coming up, where they do feel pretty strong.
They are not waiting for anything, man. They want the tickets. They want the tickets to Singapore. Book them. Give them a window seat.
They're gonna have to fight for that window seat. If they catch the Night Stalker, keep from that BKB, it'll be really nice for them, and they got him. Good pickup. Nimbus certainly helping out. I mean, that was a great choice by alone. This Kaya into Aghanims that you were talking about. Mid lane, Realm just went for it. Did get the tower, yes, and will get the Chen kill, but now Eves, he's going to be able to teleport right on top of Realm. Oh, man.
Didn't even need the chrono.
No, didn't need the chrono, didn't need the black hole.
Not the hero you want to be losing right now. And especially right when nighttime hits. You're still off this BKB for Night Stalker. Your timings to claw back into this game are dwindling fast. And they're getting shut down. And we're going into late game Faceless Void territory. I think everybody watching knows what that means. At least based on today, it does not end well for the opposing team.
Yeah, and I mean, it's KBU. Their lineup scales into late game, but it scales with, like, you having the net worth lead. You know, like if Night Stalker and Bat Rider really want to be fierce competitors at 40 minutes in, they got to be up a good 5-8K net worth on their opponents and blink away. Oh, run. But the Nimbus allows the snowball to get in range to get the follow-up stun, and MMR Tourist cannot seem to get that BKB. And now Chen again. They went for it. A lasso. They're going to try and burst him down, but the black hole's coming. A 3-man black hole. The lightning raining in on top of it. A turnaround for Wildcard. They had one shot to be able to kill Eve. One small moment before Davai Lama struck, and it was not good enough.
Trying to take advantage of some slight misstep from Wildcard here. I mean, Night Stalker had his BKB flying out, he gets picked off. Then you're trying to burst his Faceless Void, but of course, when that happens, Enigma has free reign. The one upside in all that is Warden does steal Black Hole. So, he lives with it. He has Blink, he has level 2 Black Hole. I mean, if you don't get something done with this, it's like, it feels game lost, so...
Yeah.
Time to make the magic happen, I guess, and turn the Enigma spells against him. It's not going to be easy, though. There's a lot of cancel for him, right? And primarily the Nimbus. Like, if he holds anybody but Zeus, he's just going to get instant Nimbus.
Dire are scanning.
Oh, there's some uphill battles for KBU, that's for sure. A nice pick off here on to Sam. That's a good start for them.
Black hole him for the message. I mean, Nimbus down. Maybe you can smoke and try and use this black hole now.
Well, yeah, Night Stalker's got to eat an ancient creep here.
Gets a Titan Sliver, too. Nice for Gyro.
Oh, and a double damage. I mean, things are lining up.
Oh, got killed. Okay.
And Dire Eidolon says, nope. No double damage for you.
This is still time to go. You have your triple BKB. You have Black Hole. Nimbus on cooldown for 10 seconds here.
Oh, yeah. Wildcard knows. They 100%
go.
Back to the tier 3s. They are huddling back at their base, but they're not afraid of fighting back. Look at that damage that went out. A hook shot into the tier 3s.
That's very deep.
That is... I mean, you say one thing about Chen. Oh, no. They killed Annihilate too. He got him with the Nimbus and the Thunder God's Wrath, and they got the Chronosphere now onto Realm. Oh, no. Look at Eve. He takes the time to just AFK sit there and tip Realm while he's stuck in the Chronosphere.
Well, I don't know if he was BM. I think he got messed up by the shards. Let's not throw too much BM in the pit here, but...
Wait, what shard? What shard?
There was a Tusk shard. It blocked him off.
He did it, though. Did it?
All right, we'll say he BM'd him. He definitely took a few seconds there to tip him and make him think about his decisions. And Wildcard got to be feeling real good right now. That felt like the one move that if it works, you got a chance, and if it doesn't, I don't know, man. Good luck. I mean, they still have Black Hole. They didn't even get to use it.
Yeah.
But it's going to time out now. There's only 30 seconds left.
Oh, he's
So I guess
got
you
another
just smoke
smoke.
again.
Yeah, just do it up again. Gyrocopter's back. They're gonna go without him. And
The
look
Hail
at the
Mary.
drawings. They're literally saying they're running at us. Run back this direction, or not. Maybe they're gonna meet them in the river. They've got the rocket flare onto the Divine Llama Enigma. Warden
Doesn't want to hole him.
sitting inside the pit for now. They're going to get the lasso to pull back Divine Llama. Hook shot onto the Zeus as well. They actually now use the black hole on the Enigma to ensure the kill. Clockwork loses life in the meantime. Annihilate does have a BKB.
Everything, though.
He's going to have to pop it here. Eve walking into them. Does get silenced.
Nice force.
Forced out of the silence. He still has a BKB for himself, and that's why he uses it to go back in. Trying to chap down MMR Tourist. Without that nighttime, he doesn't run nearly fast enough to get away from the Zeus.
I mean, they got a pretty decent angle. Finding Enigma is pretty nice there because Void doesn't have Chrono, so he's the biggest grab cooldowns-wise. They just used everything on him. I mean, the black hole at the end, it's going to time out, so it's whatever. But you're using the lasso, you're using your BKB duration and your NS to just commit. It's like so much, there's not a lot left in the tank, and then it turned daytime. And these four staffs and Glimmer, man. This Tusk is super annoying.
Yeah, they're playing a distance game where Annihilate is having a very hard time getting a clean initiation. It seems like every single time he's walking in, and 60% of his HP just goes away before anything really happens.
Ooh, nice
two-man chrono. That'll set up alone. They should be able to clean up both of these kills, no problem. They get some vision of some of the backline too, but nobody else can jump.
This game is fully in Wildcard's control. They don't even need their ults almost at this point, and there's just too many heroes, too many threats to jump at this point, and the damage is, it's all in this Gyrocopter who, he hasn't been able to do anything.
No. I mean, he still isn't to the satanic point that we were talking about where he could survive through maybe some of these big team fight spells because his satanic and his Aghanim Scepter is just automatically going off.
Even if he's surviving, it's like surviving into what? The long fight doesn't necessarily even favor them versus Zeus, Faceless Void with time dilation. Gonna find Enigma in the river again. Does have BKB. Does have Black Hole too.
And he's ready to Black Hole.
Oh, another double damage.
The Zeus is gonna cut him off. He's gonna do a ton of damage in an instant. That TP won't work, sir.
Okay.
Not against Nimbus.
See you later, Gyrocopter. It was nice knowing you.
Oh, well, this is looking like Wildcard on the easy road to a 2-0 at this point against KBU. Gonna move on to the final day of the TI-NA qualifiers. Not only just punching their ticket for Singapore, but also giving themselves a shot. 2 series is all they need to be able to get a spot directly into the international and not just to the last chance qualifier.
The hope is alive, the dream's alive, and they're also relieving pressure from themselves. Sammy Boy was talking about having a stand in last minute for TI calls is no easy task for a captain. They have gotten their stuff together and they've got organized, and Alone is going ham. Maybe 2 ham?
Yeah.
No, he's unkillable.
That is a perfectly well-cooked ham right there.
Yeah, baked, ready to serve.
Jumped into the
Alright,
silence.
Faceless
He
Void
does have
Steve.
an Aegis. He does have a BKB. He's got plenty of options, but they can't even kill him. Oh, stolen
nice chrono.
Chronosphere. Locks down 2. Gyrocopter's going to get some good damage in here. Annihilate's immediately trying to jump and grabs Divine Llama. He wants to be able to stop this black hole, but they're getting so many bashes, he can't go anywhere. They can't see him with a Glimmer Cape. He turns around now.
The
Black
black
Hole's
hole
up the
too.
Night Stalker. The black hole to end the game from Divine Llama.
And end their hopes.
KBU, they had such a long run through this lower brackets. They went almost the full way from the beginning to, well, to this point here. 1 series shy being able to go to Singapore, though. Congratulations to Wildcard. It is exactly the usual suspects of NA, our top 3 teams, Nouns, Sonics, and Wildcard. Those are going to be your representatives at Singapore.
I mean, the 3 everybody expected, but it definitely took them a while to